Gen Z has no idea that back in the 1990s, basically everyone just got along, more or less. Like with race and stuff, it's really bad that they don't know firsthand that that was possible, and worse, they got brainwashed at school to believe it's impossible. This kind of thing is going to give me a stroke. If you are too young to remember the 1990s, let me just say that the United States literally almost fell into civil war. When this happened in 1995, the mood at work the next day was like a funeral because we all thought, here we go, this had been building. And if you somehow don't know what I'm talking about, go to Wikipedia and type the letters OK, and it will auto-complete to Oklahoma City bombing. And set some time aside, because when you start reading about this, you are going to go down a rabbit hole, because that was the end of a sequence of events. It was not a singular thing. That will direct you to the page for the American militia movement and the white supremacists who went into the woods and started training for a revolution. And from there you will follow the links to something called the Ruby Ridge Standoff. All of these terms were part of the everyday discourse back in the 1990s. We did not have the internet, but what we had was talk radio, and what the talk radio was talking about every single day was the coming revolution. And all of that stuff is just one thread. You can also read about the Million Man March and what that was in response to. Look up the name Mark Fuhrman and then search for LA riots. You don't even need to specify a year or a cause, just LA riots. It will know what you're talking about. This kind of nostalgia is never innocent. This is not the nostalgia of somebody who is old and in pain and just has fond memories of their carefree youth when they felt better. This is the look what they took from you nostalgia, and it is always cancerous. And it's also almost always just utter madness, like it's flat earth level. You'll hear old people talking about how, well, in my youth, they used to just let kids go out on their own and they knew that they were going to come home perfectly safe. And they'll tell a story about how they and their hippie friends hitchhiked across the country and they were totally fine. And it's like, well, maybe you were fine. Or people will complain about the poor quality of products these days, and it's how these corporations just got greedy. You know, not like back in the 1980s when corporations just wanted what was best for you. That kind of nostalgia, the look what they took from you nostalgia, is a weapon. And it always takes you to a dark place, because there will always be somebody who comes along and says, hey, I know who took that from you, follow me and we'll get it back. That is a lie 100% of the time.